All right, I'm Wolfman Jeff, and this is
Wolf Lady Beth.
And this is Soccer Chat, and we're ready here to talk about what to expect for 2023. This is our third video. We talked about the new coach, changes the stadium and the league, and then we had one talking about returning players, and this one is about our new players. Beth, who are you most excited for in our new players?
Well, we met them the other night at the kit reveal, but I'm not sure who any of their names, but they're young and they're excited and they're ready to go.
All right, so you know what? Maybe if I do a video explaining who our new players are.
Be good.
All right, we'll do that on Soccer Chat. Ow! All right, Red Wolves fans, let's talk about what to expect in the year 2023. We have 12 new players. 12 new players. And wow, we have a lot to see. What are we going to get from these guys? What are we going to see? Well, let's get a chance and kind of look at our roster coming in this year. So the first one I want to talk about is he's got jersey number 1, and it's Ricardo Juarez. I may not be pronouncing that right, but that's what I'm going to go with. Ricardo is from Guatemala City and Guatemala, and I think you're going to be hearing Guatemala mentioned a few times, even though if they're not from Guatemala like he is, but they probably have played there, and we know we have a certain coach. He coached a lot in Guatemala. I don't think he actually coached Ricardo, but I think he coached against him, so he knows who he is. So yeah, we see him. Most of his time was Alianza Petrolera. Alianza, I should have just stopped there. They actually are in the first division there in Guatemala. In Colombia. And he played there for quite a while. He played from 2013 to 2021. So the bulk of his career was there, 250 matches there. Before he was here, he was with Municipal, and they're in Guatemala. And I think, they are first division. So he's played top division. This, I believe, is his first time to play in the U.S. He's an experienced goalkeeper. By experienced, I mean he's 37 years old. But we're going to see how he plays in there. So we have a player who played for us a lot last year. We have another goalkeeper we'll talk about in just a little bit. And then we're going to see how Ricardo plays in here. I think it's going to be experience. Is he someone who's going to be training the others? Is it someone that the coach already trusts because of the experience in Guatemala? We're going to see what we see. We're going to find out more about Ricardo. Okay, next up we have Richard Renteria. He's from Bogota, Colombia, 27 years old. He's a center back, and some of his plays, he's played actually at the same club that Ricardo played in, Alianza Petrolera, and he played there from 2016 to 2019. He was there for quite a while. He did get a couple of goals there. Probably around, to see how these were all broken out, probably around 60 matches and then 10 cups. So he did get a lot of experience through there. Also, more of a seasoned player at 27. We're going to see what he brings in there. The next one is Michael Williams, and he's actually from Trinidad and Tobago, or Tobago. He's a center back. He had played for coach at Antigua from 2015 to 2016, but he also played at Richmond Kickers. He played at Oklahoma City Energy, another club we've heard mentioned already. People's Experience Municipal, and before with us, he was in championship at Pittsburgh Riverhounds. He played 53 matches for them. So that's a championship league club that saw fit to play him a lot. So I think that's someone we're going to see a lot of experience from him. He's 32 years old, so not young, but we need some leadership in our center backs. And so I think we're going to see a lot of that with Michael Williams. So some top-notch experience, and can see what he brings to that role. Okay, next up we have Christian Enriquez, and he is a midfielder. Plays more of a central midfielder. 24 years old, so he's one of our younger players there. He came through Nomads SC, but when he first started, he played for the Timbers 2 side. Didn't get a lot of playing time there, but he did play a lot in San Diego. Again, I mentioned you're going to hear a lot from Guatemala. You're going to hear a lot about San Diego. He was at San Diego, both ASC San Diego and San Diego 1904, 17 matches, and then and from 2020, he played 8 matches with them. And then last year, you may recognize him, he played for Forward Madison the last 2 years, actually. He played 24 matches with them, got 2 goals with that. He also had an international career. He played for the U19s for the United States. So he's one we're going to be bringing in here. He's got a lot of energy, some really good experience. He has played this level at Madison as well as Nisas. All right, the next we have a forward, and not just a forward, but a striker. This is a central forward, forward here, coming Mayela Malongo. He's 26 years old, 6'1", born in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Now, he had to flee when he was young. His family had to flee during a civil war. They went to Malawi, and then they ended up in the Boston area. And there's a really interesting story. If you look, the New England Revolution, he was in their B team against us, actually. He played in Revolution 2 when they first started. They had a neat write-up about him and how he got here, and being here as an immigrant and really moved up through the ranks and impressing. He lived in Lowell. Lowell is in north of Boston with worse streets. So it's in that Boston area. It's an old established town. So he played there at University of Massachusetts and Lowell, and then he played for the Boston Bolts, a small side there. New England Revolution, New Amsterdam, which is over in the I think it was a Nisa club around the New York area. Played 14 games there, got 9 goals there. Actually, the most goals per season was at New Amsterdam. And then he played lastly at Albion San Diego last year. Another club we're going to hear a lot, and so he was the starting striker for our new coach Ziggy. So he played 20 matches, only got 3 goals though, but I was going to see, I think the coach is going to make sure we get more than 3 goals from him this year. So great history, great experience, has played on 3rd tier before, and let's see what he can bring in our attack. Okay, the next we have is Siobhan Marsh, and he's originally from Kingston, Jamaica, and he is a midfielder, but also has been known to play left wing. So I think we're going to see a little bit of a speed and pace with him. 29 years old, he started off in youth in Cavalier, and Cavalier is a club in the Jamaica National Premier League. He also played for them for several years, from 2012 to 2020. He got 12 goals from there. Then he had a chance to go on loan, including to a club in Finland, and he's not the first player we've had come to Chattanooga that had played in Finland. So I guess we're keeping that Finnish tradition alive. He played in El Salvador for a little while, then in Costa Rica, where I think he did play quite a lot. It's a club called Jiracal, and I think they are the first division in Costa Rica. He was there for 2021, 2022. He got 26 games there. He got 4 goals for them as a midfielder. And so this is his first club to play in first division, in the United States. And so this is the first time from there. But he is also a national player. He was in the Jamaica U20 for a while, as well as the Jamaican national team. He played from 2017 to 2020. Hadn't been there since. So, but yeah, he's bringing some national experience, some international play, and let's see what he could bring on midfield or left wing. Okay, the next one we have is Felipe Liberio. He's born in Chula Vista, California. He's a midfielder. In particular, is known to play right midfield. Can also play defense or left midfield. He had some time also in Cal United last year, and they were a club that I think had closed down in Nisa. But before that, he played in San Diego. He played San Diego in 2018, 2019, 2021. So I'm thinking he has some chance to interact with Coach Ziggy. He wasn't with them last year because he already had left Albion in 2021. But I think he had played, but at Cal United, he certainly played against Coach Ziggy. He's 27 years old, so he's got a little bit of experience there. Let's see what he can bring to us. Okay, next up, we have Walter Valera. Walter's actually originally from Cape Verde, and but he spent a lot of time in the United States. Went to Bunker Hill Community College, and which again, that's Massachusetts, and so we have a little bit of a New England background. That's where Coach is from. But more importantly, he played at Albion SD last year. So he played in Albion and San Diego for Coach last year. So he's one that Coach knows pretty well. He's 26 years old. He, having played NISA, he's played at our same level. And let's see what he can bring in midfield. And also has a history of also playing as forward. So I'm expecting someone with a bit of pace. All right, we got another one here. Ropapa Mensah, originally from Ghana. He's a striker. That's a central forward at 6'1". Let's see if he could he can go and poach some goals, get the headers in there. He's had some experience. Mostly he played through the United States. Played at Nashville SC, not the current Nashville SC, but the previous one. Also played for Pittsburgh Riverhounds over in Championship for a while. Got 6 goals there. Had gotten 6 goals at Nashville. And then the year before in Nashville on loan. So I had 11 goals for Nashville. Then went to Sporting KC the year after that. Played last year actually in Egypt in their 2nd division at Port Faoud. So this is his first time here at Red Wolves. So he brings a lot of experience international, but has played in the States, has played at a high level, playing on championship clubs. So let's see how many goals we're going to get from Ropapa. All right, next up we have another defender. This one is a center back, which was a position we really needed this year. Manuel Madrid, 29 years old, from Chihuahua City in Chihuahua, Mexico. And so he's 6'3", so he's the tallest Chihuahua I know of. And so maybe we can get some pet Chihuahuas around there. We could call out for Manuel. So they do bite. They are tenacious. He started playing youth career at Real Catalun, and which is in the 2nd division. So it's an academy club there in Mexico, and then played for a top club, Cruz Azul, which is in Liga MX. Only played a couple of games there. Went loan to UDG. And which is was also it's I think the 2nd division in Mexico, playing out of Guadalajara. He originally went on loan there, and then they signed him full time for 2019. So he had him play a couple of years there. Played throughout Mexico, Zacatecas, and then last year, or the last couple of years, he played at my hometown in Phoenix Rising. He played 22 matches for them in this past year. So he's bringing some experience, some top level. I mean, actually playing in Liga MX to start with, and then so he's got some experience. And let's see if we can make this Chihuahua growl. All right, Manuel. All right, we have another player, another defender, Jackson Brady from New Zealand, Blenheim, New Zealand. He's a right back. Good to have another defender there. Originally had played youth through Coastal Spirit and Canterbury United, and played on their clubs when he wasn't as a kid, so he got a chance to get to their top clubs. Went to college in Memphis, and then St. Louis, and then Cal Poly, where he finished college and played 30 matches with them. Last year, he played for champion side Memphis 901. He got to only 4 matches in, so let's see how many more appearances we're going to get from him there. He's only 25 years old. Really going to see what we can do for a right back. We're going to see that Kiwi spirit alive. And welcome to Chattanooga, Jackson. And finally, we have another goalkeeper, J.D. Myers. I'm not sure of his age, but it looks like he just finished college. He played for Snow College, which is a junior college, I think, in the Utah area. So played for the Snow Badgers there. So he's coming in here, the USL League One. Not finding a lot of stats on him. for that reason. So I'm expecting he's a project going to work on. Ricardo and I think Carlos is going to work with him, and we're going to see, maybe we'll see JD in some matches. And welcome to the Red Wolves, our Snow Badger. All right, so that's it for the new players this year. Some of them have a lot of experience. Some of them, like JD, is pretty young. Some of them just out of college. Some of them come from all parts of the world. We've got represented here Guatemala, Colombia, Trinidad and Tobago, Democratic Republic of Congo, Jamaica, Cape Verde, Ghana, Mexico, New Zealand, and the United States. So we've got 12 new players coming in here, 2 goalkeepers, 3 midfielders, and 3 strikers, and so as well as 4 defenders. So let's see what they're going to bring to our side this year. Hey, I'm pretty excited.